Where they have snippets from the fields. You sounded very professional. Did I? You did. Should have heard from my mom the other day when we were talking to the state rep's office. That's why I know what I'm about. It's hard.
All right, call the meeting to order. Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Our Father in heaven, we thank you for granting us the privilege to meet tonight. We ask for your blessing, wisdom, and guidance as we conduct the business of the village. Amen.
For my squishy chair.
All right, roll call.
Cheney.
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
Powell.
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Wheeler.
Motion to approve the minutes of the January 13th, 2025 regular meeting.
Motion to approve the minutes of the January 13th, 2025 regular council meeting.
Wheeler.
Yep.
Fisher.
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Cheney.
Yes.
Howard.
Yes.
Powell.
Yes. All right, now I'm going to read the 2025 State of the Village Address. New year, new roles, new goals. We kicked off 2025 with the swearing in of Morgan Eckleberry as chief, as our very own Chris Walters steps into his new role as sheriff. Sheriff Walters and Chief Eckleberry have some great ideas and plans in collaboration to better serve and protect our village residents. As the new chief buckles down on schedules and budgets, a new officer or two has joined the team, and some needed repairs to the station have been discussed. They continue to keep our village safe, and we appreciate them for all that they do. Our fire department has been diligently working to provide the best possible protection for our community and surrounding areas. They have added several new members to their crew and replaced some older equipment with some much-needed upgrades. This summer was very dry, and we were very thankful to have them minutes away in case of an emergency. Our sewer department was number one, quite literally, this year. Ryan Cottrell received the honor of being named 2024 Operator of the Year in our district. Congrats to Ryan. As we prepare for the storm sewer outfall project to start in the next couple of weeks, our two-man team has done a great job of getting ahead of the maintenance and annual projects to allow for more dedicated focus to an outfall project this spring. They've made our plant more efficient, increased septic revenue from haulers, and have been quick to respond to the needs of our community. They're an exceptional, valuable part of our team. As we step back into the village, Tammy Hicks-Lindig has made some new strides in sidewalk projects that will be installed this spring and early summer. Sidewalks will include a walking path on the practice football field at the high school through the middle school to the parking lots at Union Avenue. We appreciate the Ridgewood Schools and Mike Maslowski and their collaboration on this section to keep our kids safely off Wall Street before and after school. A few minor connections to Russell and Main and the West Main from Oak to the Dollar General will allow our residents, especially hungry students, to safely walk to businesses. There will also be some sidewalks added to the north end of the village. Watch for sidewalks on the east side of Kirk Street to JV Smoke and Barbecue and North Oak to encourage people to walk safely to Waterworks. As we continue to see businesses pop up on Main Street and Railroad Street this year, watch for an epic transformation on Kirk Street as we welcome Baltic Bay to our community. A restaurant is hopeful to open on Main Street, and several other businesses are looking to expand their spaces. We are excited to see our village bustling with small businesses and great opportunities and legendary companies like Yankee Wire and Jones Metal who continue to grow and thrive. Finding housing in our community has become more challenging. When you have the best school district in the area, everyone wants to be in general. We are working with property owner who wants to develop lots in a new neighborhood. We're also talking with larger companies who specialize in apartment housing as to what that might look like in a couple areas of town. Waterworks Park grew the last couple of years, and plans for Ridgewood Rec and WRWL promise for more growth this year. Last spring, trees and benches were donated by individuals through WRWL. This year, they hope to add a soccer field and another round of trees and benches. Ridgewood Rec continues to grow, and a fourth ball diamond is being discussed. The village administrator is looking at some final details for the splash pad before breaking ground on that project. Teamwork has and will continue to make big strides in our outdoor community areas. Some other projects of interest include the stormwater projects that can help move water that flows around the village and threatens potential flooding in several areas. A stormwater study is being funded by the Mayor's Partnership for Progress and conducted by CT Consultants to see how we may best move forward with projects to protect our residents and our neighborhood around the village. The village is working with Environmental Design Group to move forward with plans to repair a section of storm drain that has a sanitary sewer line running through it to eliminate the current blockage at the trunk of our storm drain system, with hopes that we can add to our existing stormwater system for some of the water issues. The potential for village-wide trash is also urgent on our current list of to-do. Tammy has worked with council, reached out to Coshocton and other communities that have trash service to see what works best. She's in the final process of what bid specifications look like and what exactly we would want from a trash company. That should go out for bid very soon. Amy Bourne, our fiscal officer, keeps us on track and our budget is ready to use for 2025. Her efforts do not go unnoticed. The suggestion she made after meeting with a financial advisor to move funds has been a winning idea. She met with investors and banks to see where our accounts could possibly do better, made that move, and our accounts continue to grow in an even more positive direction. Rita, our village income tax administrator, has sent letters to potential residents who may not have filed their village taxes. This program pulls from their system and allows us to update if someone has moved and has collected a nice amount from those who maybe didn't know they were expected to pay taxes to the village. Amy continues to go above and beyond her duties to make sure that we continue to have be the best stewards for our village, with continued education, grant opportunities, and research on best practices. With the help of Coshocton Foundation grant, our street department made the intersection at Kirk and Main safer with flashing stop signs. There are also flashing pedestrian signs at Railroad and Kirk and Plainfield Road near the apartments. The street department has also added stop bars to intersections, maintain our parks, clear our streets of snow, and continue to step up when needed for other duties. This is another experienced team of 2 men, and John and Bobby can fix most anything they put their mind into, which proves to be a saving so often. Another hurdle for the village is the renewal levy for the general operation of the village that failed in November election. While the cost of electricity, repairs, engineering, and life in general increased tremendously over the past couple of decades, this levy is a renewal based on property values and the needs from 2005. This is not a new tax, and we hope that it is successful next election in May. As the world continues to change, we are taking steps to make sure our employees are safe. In the West Lafayette Village, all threats will be taken serious and charges will be pressed. No one should ever feel unsafe if we can possibly prevent it, and we have taken steps towards more secure facility. As the snow turns to mud and the sun and then leaves this year after year, West Lafayette continues to be the best little village. We have so much to make us proud, and the efforts to make things better cannot be beat. Welcome to 2025. Go Generals. I don't believe we have any correspondence. There are not currently citizens here to comment, so we'll move on to department reports, which I believe fiscal officer.
Yep, that's me. Okay. I'll touch on the legislation. Resolution 2025-01 will receive its third and final reading tonight, and that is to authorize myself and the village administrator to enter into contracts with Vic Allen for construction work on storm drains in the village. Resolution 2025-02 will receive its second reading tonight, and that is authorizing the village to sell surplus items through internet auction. Use Hub Deals for that. So that'll receive its third reading tonight. Next on the list, actually the next two on the list will be spoken of by others. 2025-05, Tammy will speak to during her report, and 2025-06, that ordinance Jake will speak to during his report. Don't forget. To let everybody know, today's the first day that you can file your taxes online with Rita, that they'll be accepting those tax forms for 2024 tax season. So you can do that at www.ritaohio.com. And then you can also do the same thing to respond to any of those non-filing letters and subpoenas that residents may receive. Other than that, I've just been writing up end of year reports, working on getting the, annual financial report completed so that I can upload that to the state and those have been passed on for approval.
Maybe we should change this to Jason.
No police report tonight. Joel, do you have anything for us tonight?
No.
Excellent. Village administrator?
Good evening. I have presented the ordinance 2025-05. This is authorizing the sale of real estate owned by the village, but no longer needed for any municipal purpose. This is for the corner lot at the corner of Orchard Street in East Main, right here behind our building, next to Mint Ivy, what was Mint Ivy. It's an empty lot, we don't use it, we've discussed, you all voted, it's okay to, that's what we want to ask, but it's okay to put that up for sale. And that, once it's approved by council, we will advertise it for 5 weeks consecutively, and then accept it or open bids after that for it. I think that's it on that. And then I have also, I will have an ad ready for next week, next Thursday. It will go in for 2 consecutive weeks for the advertising for bids for a contractor for village-wide trash pickup. And that will run February 6th and 13th, and we will accept bids until the 24th on Monday, February 24th at 4, and then we'll open them that evening. And that's all I have currently. Thank you.
All right, moving on to committee reports, building and property.
We talked about resolution 2505, the sale of the property here at Main and Orchard. We had a zoning violation at 2021 South Kirk Street. It's being used for a halfway house, but it's zoned as an R1 single family dwelling.
Community and business development,
Nothing tonight.
community relations.
The chamber is currently having a gun auction, the fireworks committee for the chamber. The auction's $20 per ticket. 300 tickets will be sold, and the drawing will be on February 14th. In order to look into getting a ticket, I recommend going to the chamber website.
Revitalization.
We met on the 22nd, just a brainstorming meeting. Some members of the committee would like to see come to town and improve our town. I know one project that stuck out was a walking route map for the village. And informational, and if you walk this street, it's 5K. If you walk this route, it's 10K. These businesses are down this way. These businesses are down this way. Some other highlights were pickleball courts, maybe a concert series at Burke Park, some lodging options for town, tournaments, festivals, other businesses we'd like to see come into town, like medical facilities, stores, grocery store, pharmacy, all stuff that is, in all honesty, sorely needed in town. But it was very, very productive meeting, very helpful.
And we started with a new group this time.
Yes.
Nothing personal about anybody before, but every couple of years, we're just gonna start from scratch.
Correct.
Because it'll be all fresh new ideas, even though some of them were the same ideas the first group came up with. So that was pretty phenomenal. Finance.
Nothing today?
Ordinance.
Ordinance, the fire department has proposed a new ordinance kind of regulating the open burn policies that we have in our community to ensure safety and better safety for the community. We will also be having a first reading tonight of the inoperable motor vehicle ordinance, which is 2025-06. This is amending the existing ordinance. This is mainly to ensure that any inoperable, I wrote it, any inoperable vehicle that is sitting within the village needs to be covered and secured. We're kind of doing away with the whole has to be in the garage, but it needs to be covered with a tarp or something to kind of limit access and secured for public safety reasons. You want to ensure that small children, critters, everything else cannot get in there, habitate it, or get stuck in there for their safety, your safety, everyone else, all the way around. There is also no longer a limit for a vehicle that may be sitting in front of someone's property on the road, as long as it's properly tagged, is able to run. This is kind of keeping in mind that some of our residents in the village may not get out every week. So if they only leave the house twice a week, the way the current ordinance reads, we could tow their vehicle, and that just doesn't seem fair. So we kind of did away with that to where there's a little bit more leniency, and as long as it's properly tagged, safe, and secure, then it should be good. The ordinance will be posted after everything's done. So that's all for me tonight.
All right. Park board.
Park Board is looking to apply for ODNR grant for recreational trails to help improve the walking trail and to maybe clear some trees over at the Waterworks Park up on the hill. And that's all.
Local planning commission.
Nothing to this time.
Planning commission county.
We actually had a meeting and had a quorum.
Yay!
Kind of different.
And most of the meeting was not revolved, it didn't revolve around us.
There wasn't anything that impacted us.
Public safety.
That's tonight. Chief Dane Gould told us that Addison Lawners has done a fundraiser for the fire department. Home was saved by them following an electrical fire last year. She did her fundraiser was a bake sale at the basketball games,
Yep, she did a couple of them.
a couple of them. Sounds like they were pretty successful. She's going to be at the fire department on Wednesday night to present them with the proceeds, and all are invited to attend. And the new side-by-side is here. They're still in the market for a new trailer, and the new outfit won't be done until May. So,
He said spring, late spring.
yeah, late spring or summer.
All right.
That was at 6 o'clock, wasn't it? She's gonna
Yeah.
be at
Yeah, it's
6.
6 o'clock.
6
Sorry.
o'clock.
I left that part out.
6 o'clock at the fire department. She's also donating to the Red Cross, I believe. So I think it's Red Cross and West Lafayette Fire Department. Public Works.
We talked about water for the splash pad and ideas to generate funds for the park, and the village-wide trash pickup.
Right. Records retention, nothing. Rules, nothing. So an introduction to ordinances and resolutions. 2025-01, a resolution authorizing the fiscal officer and village administrator to execute all documents necessary with Big Allen Construction LLC for the purpose of repairing storm drains in the village of West Lafayette. This is the third reading.
Motion to adopt ordinance or resolution 2025-01.
Second.
Howell,
Yes.
Percy,
Yes.
Fisher,
Yes.
Mauer,
Yes.
Cheney,
Yes.
Wheeler.
2025-02, a resolution authorizing the sale by internet auction during the calendar year 2025 of municipally owned personal property which is not needed for public use or which was obsolete or unfit for the use for which it was acquired, pursuant to Ohio Revised Code Section 721.15D. This is the second reading. 2025-05, an ordinance authorizing the sale of real estate owned by the Village of West Lafayette but no longer needed for any municipal purpose. This is the first reading. 2025-06, an ordinance regulating inoperable motor vehicles within the Village of West Lafayette. And this is the first reading. there's no other business to discuss this evening. There are no bills to go around this evening. There are bills, yeah, there are always bills.
Always.
Motion to pay the bills. Second.
Wheeler.
Yep.
Fisher.
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Powell.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Cheney.
Yes.
No executive session this evening, so we just
I
need
make a motion to adjourn.
Wow.
Second.
Cheney.
Yes.
Mauer.
Yes.
Powell.
Yes.
Percy.
Yes.
Fisher.
Yes.
Wheeler.
Yep.